I'm Ella and this is Bonnie, and we're currently touring around the UK in our DIY camper van. So we are still in Scotland and we're working our way around the NC500, and that's where this video continues. Good morning from sunny Scotland. We're another day into the NC500. We're still going to go along the east coast today, so we're going anti-clockwise. So we are parked up at She's fine. So we're parked up at Noss Head at the moment, which is like the nose part of Scotland, which is what it's named after. And so it's quite near to the main city or town of Wick. So we're going to carry on up the east coast today, and we're going to make it up to John O'Groats, so the most northerly point of mainland UK, and then we're going to head across the top slightly to Thurso, and that's where we'll stay tonight. So I'm going to make some breakfast to start with, and then we'll get on with our day. Myself to make some breakfast. I keep being lazy. I bought all these nice breakfasty bits and I keep just having butter on fruit loaf, so we're doing some cooking. And, ignore my washing up as well, that will be done shortly. So we're going to be having an egg, mushroom and cheese muffin, and I'm sure Bonnie will get a little bit as well. Where Bonnie would know that cheese sound immediately. On the floor. She's always ready for the cheese tax. She doesn't ever miss it. Do you?
Another night and I'm just walking, city lights and people talking. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I wonder if you got that feeling, staring at your bedroom ceiling, and think about me the way I think about you. Could you tell me, should I let you
ready to brave the outdoors. It's a little bit rainy and windy. Again, I think that's just going to be the standard for the trip, but I've been putting off going out. It's about midday now, but we've got to move on to the next spot, so we're braving it.
Reading every text you sent just one more time. It's quiet when we both are sober, but 2 drinks in and we start all over again, and it feels so right. So just tell me, should I let you go? Yeah, I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know, yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting.
Okay, so we finally braved the weather. I guess that's one of the cons of having your dog with you in van life. You don't have a choice but to leave the van in the bad weather. But luckily, well dressed for it. But yeah, so we're gonna leave this area now, so where we've stayed overnight near Wick, and we're gonna head up to John O'Groats now. But it's not too far. We're gonna stop off for some petrol on the way, but it should be nice and quick to get there, which is nice. So yeah, we'll do that now.
If you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting. Hey,
John O'Groats, the northernmost village of mainland UK. So we're going to have a short stop off here. We're not going to stay long, there's not much to do. And there's a walk that I want to take Bonnie on before it gets dark. So we'll have a quick walk round, let Bonnie stretch her legs, and then we'll head off.
Easy we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go.
So we're at John O'Groats, and as I said, it is the northernmost village of mainland UK. It's not the northernmost point, that's Duncansby Head, which is a bit further along the NC500. Sorry, I forgot my sunglasses. Pentland first, which is like a small stream of water. It goes from west to east out into the North Sea, and this little bit of water here has some of the fastest flowing currents in the world. They found evidence of like 2-ton rocks that are being passed through here at decent speed, so not somewhere you want to go swimming. And I don't know if you can see on camera, but in the background that's where you get out to like the Shetland and the Orkney Isles. Maybe one day. Bonnie, what do you think? Having a little mooch. Okay, so we're all done in John O'Groats now. It's a nice little area. I think there was some reviews online, like with the Lonely Planet and the tourist guides, that call it a seedy tourist trap. I wouldn't go that far. It's got some nice like walks in the area, and yeah, there's like the signpost that's obviously famous to see, especially if you do the road trip from Land's End in Cornwall all the way up to John O'Groats. Then it's quite cool to see that. But yeah, it was also known as Scotland's most miserable town. So I have to say, I didn't feel it was miserable. There's not tons to do here. It just sort of felt like one of the must-see spots on the NC500, so that's kind of why we've ended up here. But we've had a little wander. We've got our sort of standard photos with the John O'Groats sign, and now we're going to head on to Duncansby Stacks, which isn't too far from here. It's only a couple of miles down the road. So I've looked it up on Google Maps. It is going to be some of our first lot of like single track roads, so I've had a little look and it should be fine. Hopefully there's not too many hills, but we should be okay doing this bit. So we'll see you at Duncansby Stacks. Okay, so we've just finished the walk. Oh, thank you. Sit down. We've just finished the walk back from the Duncansby stacks. Go over there a minute. Sit down. Sit down. Good girl. So we've just finished the walk back from Duncansby stacks. So we're back in the van. Yeah, it's a great site, a great spot to walk to. We unfortunately we can't stay overnight in the car park. There are signs up, so we are going to drive on to Thurso. So that was our plan anyway. I kind of knew that would be the case. Yeah, had a nice walk. Bonnie had a great time. I don't know if you've heard in some of the walking bits me shouting "leave it." There was so much sheep poo, and so Bonnie's basically had a buffet. She's had a great time. So I'm sure she'll be ready for dinner anyway when we get to Thurso. Yeah, we're gonna head there now. There's it's a short drive, so it's not too bad today. See you then.
The flower violet green, lily of the valley on my knees. All the things I left behind, save this little place in my mind. I don't wanna lose you.
I saw him when I came last time in 2020, and yeah, it's something that I think you could see over and over again. I'd spend hours there just taking photos if I could, if Bonnie would be patient. Yes, so that's definitely a recommended site if you're into like nature. It's only a short walk as well, so it's nice and easy to get to. But yeah, highly recommend. They're quite impressive to look at. They're over like 60 metres high, and then you walk along like the cliff edge. Well, hopefully you can see in the videos what the walk's like. But yeah, enjoyed that. My highlight so far, I think. So we're back in the van now. The potholes here are like third world, they're crazy. Yeah, so we are on our way now to Thurso, so that's going to be our next stop, and that's where we're staying overnight. And that'll probably be the end of this video. So I don't know if there's much to do there, we'll have to see. Okay, so we've got to our park up now. We're in like a little harbour just outside the town of Thurso. So that is where I'm going to end part 2 of the Scotland trip. We're just sort of middle of the north coast now, so we've done the whole of the eastern coast. So the next video will be us travelling along some point to the north coast, and then finally obviously down that west side, and then finishing and heading home. So if you're still watching, thank you, and see you next time. Bye.